Hello, welcome to the general all signs reading for our health and well-being. It's a pick a card, maybe also a pick a charm this time. I was drawn to put a charm on each, so just to help you kind of tune in, see which group will have the messages for you about your health. Here's the happy kitty cat. That speaks to you, resonates with you, with card number 1. Maybe it's the handmade heart, right? Made with love. That connects with you. And the second card. Or perhaps it's the key. Yeah? Key to good health. Key to good overall wellness. If you need to continue to kind of tune in, see which is meant for you, which will have the health messages for you, feel free to pause the video. I timestamp below because I'm an organic reader. You'll see me move all the cards around, pick the cards and the charms. I'm just going to go ahead and set 2 and 3 aside here, so I remember what order they're in. And we'll get ready for group number 1. Maybe we'll put the card over here. Okay, so let's see. If you watch my other videos, you'll know if you're the first group, you're kind of the group that I figure out what the spread will be, what the angels want to kind of coordinate in terms of number of cards or charms. So we'll see here how they're placing the cards, which ones they're asking for. Some kind of cascading this time. I'm not sure what this is. I don't really, I don't do spreads, so maybe this looks like a common spread. For some reason, I'm suddenly feeling like this is a common spread. Right? Something in the middle and then around. Who is it that I see? Dove and Serpent Tarot. I think he does that, right? I think there's more cards on either side, but there's something in the middle. All right, so I guess this will be the spread approach that we use for everyone's readings. So I'm just gonna fix my hoodie here because it sounds like my zipper is clicking on stuff. Okay, now let's see what additional charms they want to add. Whoa, with the kitty. Wow, coming up fast for you guys. Oh, and then stops. Oh, some twitching here in the back. Okay. Oh, looks like it's coming down here from the top. Oh, found its way out the backside. Okay. And so is this one. Or maybe just moving out of the way. Oh, there we go. Okay, so put that back where it was. Okay. So like I said, I don't know, I'm not trained with spread, so if this has any meaning to you, just the spread alone, please take it away for you. Okay, I'm just gonna take a timestamp for everyone that comes and joins us at this point, and then we'll get into our health reading. Okay. So card 1, charm 1, soul group 1. So we had the smiling kitty here, just kind of resting, relaxing, maybe in recovery mode, rejuvenation mode, right? Almost feels like he's kind of plugged in there as he's kind of sleeping and recharging, right? When we're letting all our devices charge up. So let's see here. Main card. Immediately drawn to all of the butterflies here in her sleeve. just sort of the collection of loved ones sort of surrounding all of you right now. So yeah, maybe you are in recovery and you have the extra support here from the, you know, the, I guess, other side. We'll just say other side. But they're only in the white part of her sleeve here, so I would say that's only for those of you that are like physically recovering. Those of you who are in an emotional recovery, the clouds here, so you're not without the support, but I feel it's more, you know, a smaller entourage, but also more angelic here. So your guardian angel, right, and your loved ones helping, but here you've got a stronger entourage of loved ones all around you here at this time as you're healing, recovering. Okay. Also connected to those of you in this group, so if neither emotional or physical healing is happening right now, they're shining the light here on the back of your head. So I don't know if you've, like last month I kind of cracked my head on the bottom of a cupboard, and that's what they're making me think of here at the crown. So maybe this group has a watch out with the sword up, so be prepared for you know, bumps on the head, hitting your head, knocks on the head. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you kind of get like knocked out, right? Like you bumped your head, concussion. Otherwise, you're relaxing and recovering here, allowing your emotions to just rest, right? Relax, rejuvenation mode, and a watch out for hitting the head. Okay. Bumping the crown of the head. Now the top of my head hurts. I keep touching it and rubbing it. Remembering last week. Okay. Well, we'll just start in the top corner here, I guess, with the health symbol. It's a health reading. So we do have health. So this is my symbol when they want to talk to me about like body, listening to your body, some more physical health. But in terms of emotional health, it'll be, you'll still have physical symptoms. So like pain, like bump on the head, pain related to stress or something like that. So, so physical symptoms or ailments. Okay. Doesn't that look like a DNA strand right away? Shoo, shoo, shoo. So maybe some blood work, right, with the needles. Going for blood tests. Maybe those of you in the sort of medical, physical recovery mode. These are like follow-up blood tests. For those of you that feel your emotions are affected, like my mood, like I feel lethargic. Maybe it's not stress. You know, maybe it's something else. So they're encouraging you to just go to your physician, talk about it, and maybe a blood test can see if you're low in something, right? When our body's low in iron, or I don't know what else the blood will show, or if we're spiking, right? Maybe we're spiking cholesterol or salt, sodium. Yeah, there's this nice gentleness here from the angels and the loved ones, here with this group, coming with the sort of the encouragement to look at the blood results here. Kind of look at your DNA or even your genetics, right? Maybe this is a genetic, because they're pulling me up here to the crown, right? The head, the bump on the head. So I don't know if genetically, if you're predisposed to clumsiness, but maybe there's like something else that they're trying to alert you to. Maybe your clumsiness is a sign of, you know, genetically you're more likely to get vertigo, which could be quite risky, right? When driving, when on ladders, when walking upstairs. With the crown here. I just came from watching some fresh content on the YouTube channel, The Resurrectionist. I really enjoy sort of the history behind the nursery rhymes and poems and stuff. And I just had the Jack and Jill, you know, bump the crown, right? So, and the sword itself, even as you put the card there, right, looks like the health symbol. Nice angelic wings. So some encouragement here to, you know, go talk to your doctor or check in on the blood results. Like I said, even if you think blood won't be the answer, maybe it's the family connection here, the genealogy to look into. So maybe just conversations to have with family. So if it's not physicians that you're going to go talk to family. See if you can get some family history here, family stories. See if anybody else was always kind of following around. And I bring that up because, like I shared, I bumped my head, and my mom and I were talking the other day about how my father was the same way. He was always bumping his head on this and that when he was doing DIY projects. I forgot to do the charm first. Okay. So maybe there was something in our, you know, passed down to me that I'm equally as clumsy, or I'm so focused that I forget my spatial awareness, right? So maybe there's something in that. We have the wildcat here, my leopard. So this is fast incoming change or fast incoming news. So something around the corner for you, either information or a change. Well, it looks like information because of the cup here. For me, sort of, for a reason, they always represent like a telephone. Maybe it's because I know like the two cans with the string or whatnot, but I always feel like you're receiving information here when you're waiting for it, right? Your cup is waiting and ready for receipt of the information. So it's incoming. Look how close it is. Here comes your messenger right here. So like I said, maybe it is these results, or this is a quick turnaround. You know, you get answers pretty quickly when you go down that path. Maybe that's why I'm stacking them, because like I said, I don't do spreads like this. So if they're stacked, maybe they're connected here. So this could be a quick path for you for some insights, for some aha. Look at the repeat here of the clouds here and the angels. Maybe this is emphasized for those of you that feel more of an emotional, feel like you're more of the, your symptoms, right? The stumbling, the falling is actually triggered from emotion. Like I said, I was maybe absent-minded. Maybe I was lost in an emotional thought, and that's why I cracked my head on the bottom of the cabinet. But there's like some aha. I feel like there's an epiphany here for you, which will influence like this quick change, right? Or like I said, the information will come into you quickly when you head down this path. When you just kind of check in, have the right conversations, and just kind of check in here. I'll go to the outside because I'm intrigued by how they've stacked them for the health readings this month. The pair of flip-flops, this is help, support, you know, a buddy, a companion that's kind of going through something with you, or is your primary supporter. You know, maybe you need a physical assist, especially those of you recovering, right? I was talking about having sort of an entourage, a network of helpers. So beautiful earth angels here, all the butterflies as well, mixed in with your angels. Whoa. Yeah, here's like the entourage of like help. I don't think there's like here's clarity and insights and information, but then you have support in a bunch of areas. So we have like loving and caring support here. We have support in the home environment. I just see like help maybe getting things like groceries and stuff. That's for you, like just kind of picking things up, or maybe yeah, this feels more like getting things for you, or maybe selling things for you. You know, taking on some chores, some tasks, some chores. You know, maybe some of you right now, you know, have someone taking care of your pets for you, sort of like just helping you not worry about that, right? Like it's kind of off your mind. You don't have to worry about this. Of course, the angels are doing their thing as well. They're adding in their contribution here. So really nice, really beautiful to see how much support you have here available to you. If you're not already tapping into it, it's available to you. So this is a reminder to just reach out, right? Let people know. Reach out, let people know. Okay. This is the first time I'm reading this charm as breathing. For some reason, as I'm touching it, I just want to like breathe in and out, just calmly, just at an easy pace, you know, just a steady pace. Maybe that's what they're encouraging you to do. Just kind of breathe and just go through this. Just go through this recovery, rejuvenation, repairing at your pace, right? Just breathe. There's like no wrong way that a leaf grows, to my knowledge, right? Just, you know, kind of develops and takes in the sunshine, takes in the water. Maybe they want you to just focus in on, right? Because if everybody else is up here helping, you just need to focus in on you, right? The what you were taking in. The leaf was calmly taking in the sunshine, calmly taking in the water from the soil, the nutrients, like the kitty here. Okay, so if you're not in this space, I think they really want you to kind of reach out. You need to be the one that's kind of calm and have your support network around you. Yeah, look at you. Look at everybody reaching out to ask you, where can I help you? Where can I help you, right? Look at the balance, all the health, and then you have the beautiful, like, technicolor, every color here, right? You got the passion again repeated, the health. They're drawing me into the purple here rim, which is intuition, gut. The heart gem here. I'm back in the headspace again. Back in the headspace. I wonder if you've been connecting with a loved one. Have you been thinking about a loved one that's already crossed as you're kind of in this situation? Because they're coming to mind here. I don't know if they're trying to sneak in here on the reading. I'm bringing it up because like my father has passed, and I've used him as an example. I don't usually use him as examples in my readings, but like I said, he was known for stumbling and always kind of hitting his head on stuff when doing chores, and I've been doing similar things lately. So maybe that is the message. Maybe that connects with you, what you're going through now, or the symptoms you're experiencing. Someone you know and love, and maybe someone on your mind, or someone comes to mind. It's kind of saying, like, you're just like me. Like, look at him smiling down, right? Like, I'm sure if my dad was here physically and saw it, he'd be chuckling, going like, oh my God, you're just like me. Can't believe you just hit your head on that, right? Watch what you're doing. Now this is equally calm and slow and quiet. So we've got three kind of areas focusing on, you know, this is a period of time. So either you've already been in this situation for a period of time, because it's my sunflower here. So, or if it's just starting for you, again, just calm down, try not to rush things. It is going to be a period of time in order for you to heal, right? The sunflower fully blooms and sits there, and again, just soaks up the sun and the water and stands true and beautiful. So there's like the beautiful outcome, right? The positive outcome if you allow yourself this period to heal and to grow, right? Heal and grow. Oh, look at that. Look at you celebrating. You know, recovery and emotions, heart, health, whatever you're going through, right? If your heartbreak is physically affecting you, if your emotions are physically affecting you, if being lost in thought is physically affecting you, or if you're physically going through something, right? Healing, physically healing. So the connective tissue here for all of you is that there is physical symptoms. There are physical sort of aches and pains and hurts that you're experiencing and kind of going through and healing from. And it's going to take time. But there is, like I said, beautiful outcome here. Recovery after healing, right? Look at all the energy you have back too. Completely opposite of the cat and the queen standing still. Look at all the movement. So having your movement back, having your energy back, having your joy and happiness back. You know, your heart feels full again. You can take on all your chores again. You can take it back, right? You can say thank you. You can show your gratitude. So, you know, just take it easy. So group one, take it easy. That's really your first message. That's what you were drawn to. Okay. If you're drawn to cards 2 or 3, you can either pop ahead or you can hang in here with me. I don't know why I'm putting it down there. I always return them back to the containers, and for some reason I was putting it down on the desk. Okay. So group 2 was made with love. So we'll bring that back in. And then I'll take a quick timestamp, and then we'll welcome our friends that jumped ahead to this point to get their messages, or join us for the messages. Okay. So I suddenly have my right palm got really itchy there right when I was about to kick off with you, and it's made with love. So this is what's my right palm. It's giving out, right? When we connect with people, left palm up to receive, right palm down to give energy. So because they're bringing me back to all of my beautiful classes that I sat in with some fantastic people, and we did that. We would energetically kind of share and circulate and kind of charge each other up as part of kind of kickstarting the class to connect. So my Made with Love charm is very much that, you know, when we hand make something, we gift something because we saw it and it made me think of you. So I think maybe group 2 here, it's less so much maybe your health or maybe impact to your health because you're giving too much right now. But I feel like your supporters here, you're giving, right? Like I said, my right hand was itchy, which means you're giving out good energy. You're helping here. Yeah, right? Look at you shining your light. So you're giving. Or, I mean, on the wall here. So the flower means choices to me. This group, we might be going down a path of a conversation of it's your choice. Like, What is your limitations? What is your boundaries to your giving? Will you choose to support and help? Which, I mean, made with love. I mean, I could already see how big your heart is, right? And look how brightly your window here is shining with the emotional support, the love and caring support, and then we have financial support for some reason in a health reading. But, I mean, financial health is important as well. But you're definitely the supporter here. You're the church here that I see in the background, the home, the foundation, the stability, the rock, right? You're someone's rock. Okay, actually, I didn't even do the cards in the charm, so I don't know how I'm gonna do the timestamp. I'll double timestamp. So if you want to skip the skip the spread, because I completely went absent-minded, which was something I mentioned in the first group, me going absent-minded. Yeah, I apologize to those of you that don't like to watch getting the cards in the charm. So, whoa, your group is just flying out of the deck here. I don't usually do spreads, so I will say that this looks like a spread, but this is just how the cards wanted to sit when I did the first group. And I know just from watching other readers myself over the years, I know it looks similar to the structure of some kind of spread. If you know the spread, feel free to put in the comments below it. Share the knowledge. Okay, so let's get your additional charms. Ooh, twitching right away. Okay, so we definitely just need to move some out of the way. Okay, they bounced around a bit, so don't worry, I'll make sure they're all on the right cards. I'm just tuning in to make sure I know which one I want here. We're going to leave both. All right, now I'm going to take a second timestamp so that I can allow people to come in at this point. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Everything's okay. Meant to be this way, I guess. Meant to be experienced together. All right, so we know from the card you were drawn to in the charm, in my itchy hand, if you chose to skip the intro that I timestamped because I messed up, you're giving here, you're supporting, but the flower is about a choice or choices about how much, right? The angels are definitely drawing me into make sure that you're being mindful of the support you're giving. I'm going to start in the middle because they're talking about choices, and this campfire charm is all about focus here. This is where they want you to focus. So in your health reading, you know, start here, I guess. Focus here. So I'll do a start here. Oh, look how focused the child is here. It's also quite, I was gonna say, no, they won't even let me say it. So routine, like a daily routine here. So focusing in on your daily routine. Let's see, what is it about your daily routine? As soon as I looked here, I heard the red light, green light, yellow light. They're not in the right order of the game or traffic light, at least in my country. But it's like this caution, stop, go. Similar to the choices here, right? What choices? So what choices are you gonna only give, you know, so much? You're not gonna give it all, or like green light. But how does it impact your daily routine? So that's the question here. So focus in. Are you over-giving in any one area that it's affecting your daily life now. Not just your routine, but your money. We're looking at pentacles here. So time, financial commitment. We have emotional commitment up here in the clouds. And then look at you wrapped in this heart, right? You're such a caring, giving person. Your heart's right here on your sleeve. So it's hard for you to not do this, right? Like, I think it would be hard for this child to stop creating and perfecting his pentacles here, right? His medallions. That's part of who he is, right? So you're not going to give up who you are, but look how your window here is half open or half closed. Like, you have to choose. There's definitely an emphasis here of the, like, yes, no, a little bit. So don't overgive, don't burn out. Make sure it's not like unrequited as well. Like if you give too much and then it's not repaid with the same or equal amount of gratitude or support when you need it, right? Sort of the evaluation. Are you truly evaluating each request here? That's what I'm feeling for you. Okay. I'm going to come over to the angel wing. So this is a yes answer. So if you had a question before coming into the reading, you know, about your personal health that you're not receiving yet, yes. Or if something's come up just in your mind as we started into the reading here, it's also yes. But it's also going to be yes based on what we see here in the card as well. And the card below. These cards in the first group were connected, so I'm assuming the angels are doing that as well for you all. I feel like you're moving away here, right? You're sailing away. Very peacefully, very calmly. Here's your intuition, your soul, right? Your angel today visiting you with the yes. Yes, you will find peace and calmer waters this way. Yes, only hang out and stay in contact with these people. Look at, what's the saying? Greener pastures ahead, right? Look at that, waiting for you. You're kind of coming out of this murkiness here. I don't know why I just want to say, like, yes, you can do it. Like, yes. Yes, you're going to make it through. You know, yes, you'll pull through. My fish is all about swimming upstream, going against the grain, and I would have this murkiness here. So the courage, the bravery, but this is the first time that I'm really leaning into more of the frown here, so a bit of doubt coming in. So sort of that question I had up here, like, will I pull through? You know, how much longer is this going to take? You know, how many more do I have to make? How much more do I have to give? How much longer do I need to support them? But there's this, you leaving soon, right? So should be over soon. I just get like this trust message, you know, like I feel like these are like two of my friends or like my siblings going like, just trust me. You know, when you have those conversations, like, please just trust me. But it's coming from your angels here. Like, please just trust us. Yes, it's ending. It's gonna get better. It's not gonna take much longer. It's ending soon. And then we have this beautiful callback to your window here, the same colors, the reds and the golds, and it's wrapping around you, hugging you. So like peace and calmness to your world here, happiness, like a different scene altogether, right? Dire, happier, murky, happy. Just trust and keep going down this route too, right? Keep putting in the work and effort. Maybe that's where you're frowning, some self-doubt here. Like, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can put these boundaries in place. Yes, you are able to say no to some people. Yes, it's okay to reject and redirect someone to make better choices. Yeah, coming back to the you can do it. Okay. They just drew me to the 555, 555. So I will throw that in the video description as well for you all. I'll just throw in maybe the angel number and the spiritual meaning behind 555. I guess that's going to resonate with some of you in this reading because, yeah, they just pulled me right there. Okay. So this is wishes, wishing upon the moon, wanting dreams to come true. And in a health reading, this is impact to sleep, or you're staying up at night, or these thoughts, these thoughts that would fall kind of in wishes and dreams, requests, kind of keeping you up at night, or maybe troublesome, bothersome. Yeah, look, you're asking for clarity. Look at your soul holding out the Akashic records for you, right? Here you are in your soul journey. let me shine a light here on where you're at in your path and remind you. And look at the moon, the full moon, wishing upon a moon, full moon. So if you want clarity, just put intention before you go to sleep. I'm open to receive your message. Kind of pulling me back to the intro where I was feeling the energy flowing from the hands. So you got your intuitive abilities here, ready to talk to you. So we have some help, some support, or encouragement for you to ask for help, but we can see that you already have been, right? I was already alluding to you, kind of throwing out there, when will this end? Why does everybody come to me? When will my life go back to the routine that I enjoy, right? When will things go back to being better? So there's help here, or asking for help. And then there's a return to playfulness. This is also a childhood, call back to childhood. So your help could be someone from that you've known a while, or someone from the past. You just need to kind of reach out to them again. But there's like happiness and playfulness and joy. And then we have him playfully hanging off the tree here, right? Swinging away fearlessly, full of confidence, going from self-doubt up to full of confidence, a return to self, right? He'll swing around and turn upright, going from maybe this feeling or state, because you're wrapped in the red again, so maybe you're feeling frustrated or just angered by this situation. There's red here as well. But when you swing around with that playfulness, that joy that I was feeling here, then we're focused more on the peace, right? Peace and calmness. All the white down here. You're sitting in your peace here in your swan. So yes, peace is right around the corner. Again, we have that right around the corner. Trust, it's coming. Swing up, it's coming. we're repeating the stableness as well here with the bricks. I said you're someone's rock, you're someone's foundation. But then I was also saying, you know, closing the doors, returning to what makes you happy at home, right? Your routine at home. So we have like the beautiful pillars here, the foundation, and all this health and happiness, kind of returning to that. I keep seeing you swing and sitting on the branch instead of hanging from it. So your kind of, I guess, pace at home, you'll be returning to it. You'll be returning to your happy routine. You won't be giving as much, right? You're kind of returning back. No one's really kind of asking you for anything. Look at him kind of saying like, no, right? No, I'm done. It's over. I'm done giving. I don't have to give anymore. And then your soul saying, hey, I'm going to tell you in your dream, what's next? You're ending this period. Slowing down, you're stopping, right? You're ending this cycle, and then go. You're going to be going forward into something else. So that's interesting that your dreams are going to be letting you know. So for a health reading, I think it's really just setting those healthy barriers, making sure that your foundation remains solid, right? Your choices, the choices you make so that your foundation isn't affected, and you return back to what makes you happy, what makes you content, the pace, the routine that you like. So you don't need to keep on giving here, group 2. Okay. If you were drawn to card 3 or charm 3, feel free to hang in with me as I switch over. Otherwise, thank you, and I will see you at the next reading together. Okay. So I'm not going to mess up like I did last time. I'll put the card and the charm, but we'll also get the cards and the other charms first before I do the timestamp for this group. Okay. So, general health. What's the topic of conversation for the group with the key? Yeah, you're doing the same thing. Coming out together, 2 together. Okay. I don't know why I kept fussing. I didn't do that for the first 2 groups. That's okay. Fussing. I'm just trying to feel that out, see if that means anything. If it was intentional. Sticky. Right? My hands were kind of sticking over here. Okay. So we'll see here. What charms want to come out? Okay, we'll just keep moving until they drop what they want. All right. Get the last one, and then I'll clean up, take the timestamp. I don't feel like that's the right one. There we go. Okay. Okay, now I'll take the timestamp for our friends who join us at this point, and then we will get into group number 3's reading, health reading. Okay, so we have my key charm that you were drawn to. I'm just trying to interpret the meaning for a health reading here. It does mean a new start, the beginning of something, right? You're unlocking and walking through that door. So a new chapter, a new phase. It could be a new phase or chapter in your well-being. Okay, yeah, we got your world, stepping in. Look at her jumping, well, not even stepping. She's leaping, leaping into this world, you know. Here I am. So coming out of something very successfully here, all of you. So this is complete and physical wellness, right? You're able to leap out, right? So leaving the hospital, leaving the home, rejoining your social circle, going back to work, all that great things. You know, going back to travel, kind of going back to working on your wishes here. So like a return back here. So the new start, the fresh start is a return back, a leap forward. You know, feeling better than you did before. A return back. Maybe that's why my hands kept sticking, right? Because I kept returning back to the same cards. Could also be just returning to feeling your whole self again, right? I feel like me again. Okay, so I'll start down here because I keep touching over here. So we have what goes around comes around. So this is just the karmic cycle. So if you put in good effort to your healing or recovery, if you follow the treatment plan, you know, you're bound for the good results. If you're sneaking, you know, an extra sweet coffee when the doctor wants you on a strict water diet for whatever reason right now, you know, that's going to affect the balance here. But you know, it's what goes around comes around is bringing you back to the circle in the world here. So I feel more of you put in your positive and good effort, so good in and good coming to you now, flowing to you. Okay. I'm just pulling it in because they're making me, they want me to compare the two here. And in the second group, I was getting traffic lights as well. And now here with you, I'm getting the right, wrong, green, red, green, like green flag, red flag. But you're looking away. So I don't know if that's the coffee, you know, random example I gave you just now, because that's temptation, right? Green light is following orders. Red light is, do I do it again? Do I have that coffee? You know, the doctor said no black coffee, and I had a black coffee again, and I didn't feel good. You know, my stomach feels sore again, so I knew I shouldn't have done that. That kind of energy here. So, you know, in order for you to have full recovery here, to be able to leap forward here into a new chapter, make sure you're making, you know, good versus correct and incorrect. I don't want to say good versus bad, but you know, we have choices, and there's a better path for you, and there's one that's going to be, you know, detrimental, beneficial, detrimental, right? Your choice. You're controlling it. Now there is this frailty here to the leaf, transparency. It's just kind of the skeletal outline. You know, if I was to draw it, it's just the bare bones, right? So maybe they're pulling me into the bones. Maybe this decision impacts you at the kind of the core, at your core. So this could be physically at your core, so it's either affecting bones, could be neural system, also could be blood veins. So system, so it's affecting your core system, or it's affecting like the core of you, like emotionally, right? So it's hitting your heart center, you know, weighing down your mind, making you feel frail, brittle. I just like how the dogs, well, the dog and the wolf howling here. Like I feel like I'm looking in the mirror where it's like, you know, you have those moments of, oh, I did it again, and I knew I shouldn't have done it. Like, I'll go back to the coffee. And the reason I bring up coffee is because coffee does affect me badly. But it's like, I knew I shouldn't have had that second coffee, but it tasted so good drinking it. And now my stomach hurts. So it's just like the howling, right? Like, oh, I did it again. But it affects your system because that's my digestive tract that gets affected. So a reoccurring choice, what goes around comes around. So looping, reoccurring choice, it's up to you to give in or not. But you know what's going to happen if you do give in. You're going to have some kind of physical symptom, some kind of physical pain. You know, it affects your system. It slows you down. It, you know, gives you a headache, a migraine, keeps you up all night. You know, sometimes it triggers insomnia, whatever it is. But you know what this decision is. So, you know, you've done it in the past. You've learned from the past, right? With the shears here, this is all about cutting something out. So for your health, let's see what they want you to move forward with cutting, because you haven't done it yet. You haven't cut this out. I think it's something different. Otherwise, they would have just stacked it over here with this decision. Oh, so this is a significant change. So this is a big shift. This isn't just giving up the third coffee of the day and only having one a day. This is, you know, possibly surgery, because they are saying cutting. So that could be removing something. I want to say teeth. I don't know if that's because I got picked up bones here. For whatever reason, this feels like a canine's tooth. So I don't know if you need a tooth removed. I don't know if you're feeling pain in your teeth. Or like, kind of looks like those screws, right? Teeth get like screwed on or screwed in. This is also like a drill bit for all of us that hate just the thought of the dentist or the sound of the drill. I kind of feel like that. So for some reason, dental work is coming in. Yeah, a filling falling out. There's something here that there's some kind of, I want to say like minor surgery, you know? You know, like sometimes we break a wrist bone or something. They put a like a pin, a stint in. Is it a stint? Screws. I just feel like if it's not teeth, there might be some kind of surgery that involves like putting in a little screw to hold it in place. They're pulling me into the lightning, and I know I also mentioned over here like the nervous system, because that's what I see with the leaf has that static neuron motion feeling to it for me. I mean, that could just be the toothache, right? Because your nerve endings would be exposed. Okay. Yeah, so maybe some of you are howling in pain. Maybe you got hot and cold. You know, maybe hot and cold is hurting, and it's tooth related here. My cheetah, my wildcat, this is about a quick change, a fast change, or news, information that's going to reach you quickly or soon, or a quick turnaround. So, for example, you go to your dentist, you say, I have pain, and they get you in. They fit you in, right? In 2 days, or they fit you in immediately, that kind of energy. that kind of immediacy here. I mean, I'm gonna stick with your teeth for right now, but this could be like a gold tooth, right? That gets put in, that gets screwed on, right? It's a quick fix. The rotten tooth comes out, and you opted for the gold tooth to be put on here, right? Look at her sewing, connecting, threading. And again, it's tiny, so like tiny screw, tiny thread. So whatever it is that you do need repaired or fixed, like I said, it's a quick fix. It's it's stitches, or like I said, it's putting in a screw or a bridge, whatever they're called. It's kind of like an in and out kind of surgery. Oh, look at your little buddy that just showed up here. The foot. Yeah, I was saying like a bone fracture, like a wrist, but maybe it's I don't know, like bunions. I know we can get like bunions shaved down or off, and you just get it like stitched, or we can straighten toes too. I know they cut tendons, right, and they straighten. She's straightening here, so something like that, some kind of possible surgery like that is in your future here. Some kind of quick in and out fix to just keep your body in tip-top shape here, right? You're jumping through. No more pain. No more howling at night with the toothache. Okay. So your middle card. So we have clarity and information, which is the heart here. So this is finding something out, receiving information, clarity, kind of like a looking glass. Then we have courage. So maybe it's just making sure you have all the information regarding the situation, right, before you proceed. We should always be informed and feeling confident in our choice. Okay, here's your new start. There's that key. There's what you're leaping forward to. Here's your new path, right? Here's your what's next after this. Now that my toothache is gone, I'm not going to repeat the same habit over here so that I don't have any more dental work to go through, right? But you have like this beautiful like next milestone here that's also kind of around the corner. I wonder what's waiting for you, but there's good health, there's emotional and mental balance here with the beautiful white. Then we have financial health, and then we have physical health as well. So sort of your trifecta waiting for you here, kind of at the end of this experience. Once you complete this cycle, right, our world is rotating. Once you make this choice to proceed, yes, I know I need to get it fixed, because if I don't get it fixed, I'm just going to keep being in pain. Yes, it is a quick fix, but maybe I'm afraid of the sound of the drill, even though my mouth is frozen, right? So if you have the courage, and just get all the information you need so that you feel confident, okay, I can head down this path, right? I can go down that route. I'm ready to go down that route. You've got a lot of happiness and joy here waiting for you. So you can leap forward. You can head into the rest of the back half of the year here feeling much better and not feeling in pain here. So, good luck. Make sure you get the information you need. Get your courage and your bravery, because like I said, it definitely feels very minor. You'll be perfectly fine. You're gonna feel so good. Look at you. You're gonna feel so good.